Hello everyone. So I just come to share dream a message from God. I've been seeing a lot of things lately, and I just wanted to come and share. So there's a lot of things I want to talk about. First, I saw the current U.S. president had to step down for some reason. I think probably he had to step down about because of his health, and but there was this man who who took power. He was a man. I know the current vice president is a woman, but in my dream I saw a man take over, and he was the Antichrist. That's what I saw. I just share what I saw. To me, that means that we are actually going to see something happening. I know it's not a common thing to see a president, mostly here, stepping down in the middle of his term, But that's what I saw, and I believe we will be seeing some change of power, and the person who will be taking over, he will be the man of sin. I know in the Christian world, everyone has his interpretation of who the man of sin is. Like, is it the papacy of the Roman Catholic Church? Is it just a UN leader, or European leader from France or Germany or EU, or is it a Islamic kind of caliphate leader? Is it just someone else? But what I've been seeing since I've been receiving these dreams, I've been seeing we shouldn't take America out of it, because I see people are are not really looking in the direction of US when it comes to the end times. And some people say, the US is not in the end time prophecy in the Bible. But if we say we are in the end times right now, and the US is leading the world, whether economically, military, scientifically, in every sense of way, even Christianity is flourishing in US more than in other countries. Actually, all the sects of Protestantism came from US, I can say, in most part. And saying the US is not involved in the end times, or is not in the leading power of the fugue of the end times characters like the Antichrist and the Babylon, the great Babylon, the mystery Babylon, is really saying that we are not in the end times. Because even the papacy, even the Roman Catholic Church, is not as powerful as US. And they are working together in that sense because they are also a part of end times. And they are working with US mostly in the spiritual sense of misleading the world in when they appear to be lambs, but they are like very ugly in their heart, when I'm talking about the spirit of the world, the spirit that leads these churches, these empires, these superpowers, is not the spirit of God. It's not only about God, but it's also about moral. In the moral way, how they appear to be the teachers of morals when they themselves involved in the destruction of morals. Let me go further, speaking about what I saw. So I saw the current US president stepping down and give power to this new figure. He was a man, and I knew he was a man of sin. I've been sharing lately that I saw Barack Obama. I was not believing when people were coming up with revelations, about him being the Antichrist. But I also received a dream, and in this dream, I knew that those people were right, and I saw his face. So the Bible speaks about the world having a lot of antichrists, plural. So there have been a lot of antichrists through the times. People who fought against God, people who came with the spirit of the devil, who were empowered by the evil, the devil to be fighting in the period of time. They fought against God. They're all antichrists. In some sense, saying someone is an antichrist is not just saying he's the final 80, but the point is, he may be the final one, or there is someone else coming, but they all working for the same boss, who is the devil. Okay. Then I also received another dream concerning the DIA, Denver International Airport. I saw there were staff secret stuff in the underground, and there were like, among those secret stuff in the underground, in the bunk or whatever, bunkers, or I saw there were aliens, caskets, like coffins, big huge coffin. So in my dream, I was walking in, and I saw this part of the airport, because I know very well the place. But now I saw this part of the airport that I was not aware of, and I was like, wow. And I had someone telling me, actually in that dream, I saw a very close person to me telling me, have you noticed that there is this part in this airport that we were not aware of. And I was like, what are you talking about? And now in the dream, I saw myself going there, like in the spirit, in that sense of vision. And I saw this part, and I was like, wow, I've never seen this part before. And there were like private like sections where people kept their stuff. Like, I knew it was for private people, not for the government. It was for private people. They had rights to keep their stuff there. It's like they were buying, space to keep their stuff over there. And also, I saw in this very small section, I saw big coffins, very huge coffin, not for a normal human being. Like, 5 or 6 feet, no. It was like for someone 12 or 18, even 50. Very huge, but I knew it was coffins. But I thought to myself, how is there this coffin even kept here? Because there is no man on this planet who can have this mass of body, And my spirit told me, the spirit told me that these coffins are kept to you see how in the Bible it says that Joseph, the Arimathean, who went to Pilate to ask for the body of Jesus, he was alive, but he had a grave already. He already had a grave. He bought a grave. That's how rich people used to do it in the old times. They bought graves, and when they died, they could be buried over there. So I knew that those coffins were kept, like, waiting for those huge beings to die, and it will be used to bury them. They already bought it and keep it for whenever they die to be, to be buried in them, But myself, so my spirit told me, so they're alive on the earth somewhere, but their coffins are kept over there. I was very concerned. And after that, I saw World War III, but only in that section that I wanted to, that part of the dream. That's where I wanted to share with you, to tell you guys that it's not a conspiracy saying that there are aliens over there. There are a lot of things going on in this world that we don't realize, we don't know, and sometimes we don't just believe. We call it conspiracies. Maybe there are some conspiracies over there, but concerning the aliens, concerning the Denver International Airport, because I've seen a lot of videos saying that it's very linked to Freemasonry and Illuminati and these people ruling the evil world. So that thing is true. Okay, let's go to the next dream. The next dream is I saw, before all of these dreams I've already told you about, I saw like nuclear bomb being assembled in a bunker underground, or being ready or whatever. They were preparing this huge nuclear stuff. Probably Russians, probably Iranians from Iran, whatever. But there will definitely be a nuclear war around this time of period. Probably not very far. But the threats of a nuclear attack, make no mistake about it, no matter what comes up and it tries to, to cover the actualities, about the threat of nuclear war, don't lie yourself. There is a nuclear threat upon humanity. Upon humanity. It's a matter of one. And to me, I understand that God is holding, He's putting His hand still, trying to stop. He's stopping actually still that type of thing to happen, a nuclear strike or whatever. Because that will happen. Okay. Now, very few days ago, my wife saw a very revelatory dream. It's a revelation. I will not try to probably to detail all the dream, but I will try to tell you what I understood from that dream. There she was at the airport, the Denver International Airport, and the emergency alert went off, and there were like a nuclear strike, and now people were running, but she understood she was in the spirit, because the way they were running, it was not like normal people running. It was like flying in the air. It was like they ran all over the world. We all ran because I was with her and the kids and a lot of people. But at the end of the dream, we arrived at a very tall mountain she've never seen before, like supernaturally tall. And the devil kept following, because it was coming like a smoke, like fire smoke, and she understood it was the devil attacking people. But she also understood that it was only attacking people, Christian, the believers in Jesus Christ. Now we had no place to run. Now we were like about to throw ourselves down the tall mountain, and we had to do it. And some of us just closed their eyes, and we all just jumped, and we told ourselves that instead of being captured by the devil, let's just throw ourselves. And we throw ourselves down, and just in an instant we were like in a tunnel, like tunnel, like you see this cylindric way of going, path, cylindric, like a circle, and it's tall, so in length. Now we were going very fast in that, and we arrived in another world where it was very beautiful, peaceful, and we were all happy, and we were telling each other stories, and we were like, wow, how God saved us from, all the world is destroyed and stuff, So what I understood is not just about nuclear strike. Yes, there will be one around any time, but it's also about persecution that Christians are facing, and it's very strong. And true believers are being persecuted a lot, and the devil, he's winning some people over some people, and few who will be standing firm, they will be raptured in heaven, where there will be peace, away from all this destruction here. So I know how her dreams are very true, and really it's a message from God. So I wanted to come and share with you about that. Mostly, how the times we are living in is prophesied. And I believe, I have no problem believing that, there will be a rapture after tribulation or in the midst of the tribulation. But personally, now reading the Bible, now reading the gospel, not even trying to, to justify, the pre-trib rapture. The Bible says Jesus was saying about his season when he will be coming. He compared it to Noah and Lot period, And what caught me is how I know how people, when they are preaching about the days of Noah and Lot, they are speaking about, evil, right? There were like, abomination happening, like homosexuality, prostitution, or drugs, or, people cursing God and stuff. But for me, when I read about the time Jesus was talking about, Jesus said about three things that will characterize his second coming, speaking about the rapture, or if you want, second coming. He said people were marrying their children, were eating and drinking, and that day caught them off guard, by surprise, because of how they were not paying attention to God, to what God was saying, to the signs. They were eating and drinking and having good life in that sense of them. And now, when Noah entered the ark, it was still the parting sense, parting, mood going on. And now, they lost everything and they died. The flood came and destroyed them. And also Jesus speaking about the days of Lot. People were building, eating, drinking, until the day Lot got out the city. They were still in that mode of enjoying life until the day Lot got out the city. Now destruction came and destroyed them. There is no way someone can tell me that is a sign of a great tribulation. That's the sign of a mid-tribulation rapture. That's the sign of that sounds to me like the world was running as usual. Because going down the verses Jesus is speaking, two will be sleeping, one will be taken, the other one left. Two will be working, two women working, or two men working in the fields. One will be taken, the other one left. Speaking about the time, in the world time zone, one part of the world it is night, the other one day. And also life will be going as usual. People will be working. It will be like, people will be sleeping. It's not in the great tribulation when the angels are sounding the trumpets and stuff are falling from heaven. The blood is changing, the water is changing blood, and people dying all over. Almost a half or third of the world is dead, and angels, demons are coming from the pit of hell, killing people. Tribulation, people are crying to be killed. That doesn't sound like the time Jesus is speaking here. So the rapture will happen in a very cool day, in a very cool night. And Jesus wants to say that at a time you will least expect, the Son of Man cometh. So God bless you, and let's meditate about that. Hope that we all survive and be found worthy to stand before the Son of Man. May God bless us and give us grace. Amen.